So one of my favorite early Ironman money making methods is definitely going to be these ham storage crates that you unlock after another slice of ham. Now, if you really try, you can grind out the requirements on the same day you make your Ironman, and that's a very big plus because the other alternative method, which I'm going to show you later, requires a good high level agility, which you may not be able to do in a day. But ultimately, when you do complete another slice of ham, you get to unlock this area, which will give you around 45 to 60,000 gold per hour. And I like bringing high alchemy here as well because you can stay here more or less forever. Otherwise, you'd have to resort to getting a full inventory of jewelry, and you would have to sell it to the store. So what I'm doing right now is I'm pickpocketing the guard down here for these little keys that they drop, little keys that you can pickpocket. And ultimately you're going to use those keys to open the chests, and the chests have a chance to give you jewelry. Now this is also a great method to get power amulets as an early Ironman because power amulets are 70 crafting to craft, but you can get power amulets and just enchant them yourself within a day or two of making an Ironman, and that's a huge benefit. So I'm gonna fast forward the video from here on just so I can get a full inventory of keys and show you guys what the average loot looks like. Once you have a full inventory of keys, you can go ahead and either lockpick the doors to get into them, or some of the rooms have a little crack on the side just like this one where you can go into. And each room has a chest for a different key. So there are 4 keys in total, so all of these chests are for their respective keys. I believe there's like an iron key, a silver key, a steel key, and a bronze key, if I'm not mistaken. So you can definitely go into the rooms and just open up these chests, and you will get jewelry a good amount of the time. Sometimes you won't, sometimes you'll just get coins, but also don't be afraid about being in the point of view of these guards. For some reason, I thought that you shouldn't have been in the point of view, which is why I came across like this. But after the quest, you can freely navigate in the area and you're not going to get kicked out or anything. I don't even think you can get kicked out for pickpocketing too many times. And as you get the jewelry from the chests, if you have high alchemy, go ahead and high alch them. If you have low alchemy, I would recommend you either save them until you have high alchemy, or you can go to the shop in Port Sarim and sell it over there. However, because there's a lot of Ironmen that do this and sell it to the store, the money you get back versus just high alching them is going to be significantly different. And I'll show you guys that towards the end of this little clip. So if you don't have high alchemy yet, you can come to this area right over here. This is where the guy who sells the jewelry is. And if his stock is 0, then the first 1, 2, 3 should be around the high alchemy value. But as you can see, there's 24 silver necklaces. And so I'm losing out about 200 GP by selling it to him. So in this scenario, I would prefer just to high alch it because I get my nature runes as drops, so I don't really pay for nature runes versus just selling them to the store. If you have to buy a nature rune in order to alch it, then it might be better to just sell it to the store. I'll let you guys decide, but you definitely want to compare the high alchemy value versus the amount that the store buys it for. And if a store has too much in stock, then you can just change to a different world and see if it's being stocked in there or not. Again, a lot of Ironmen do this, so sometimes this store is going to be a little packed. And as you guys can see, just through one inventory of keys, we were able to get this much GP in my inventory. It looks like it's over 10k, and it doesn't really take too long to get. Again, you're going to be looking at maxing out at around 60k GP an hour if you're high alching versus like about 45,000 by just going and selling it to the store. The agility pyramid, if you compare it to our previous method at the ham crates, you're going to be making about almost 3 times more GP per hour at the agility pyramid versus the ham crates. Let's say if you max out at the ham crates at about 60k GP an hour, you're going to be looking at, I want to say, if you really pay attention and you have a decent agility level, you're looking at the double value, which is about 120, 130k GP an hour here. Now, if you were making about 45,000 GP an hour, then again, it's almost tripled. But definitely what I would recommend is for you to have at least 60 agility to do this somewhat decently, because when you do fail an obstacle on the agility pyramid, it throws you down an entire level. And it can be very aggravating if you constantly keep failing and failing. So I would highly recommend you have at least 60 agility before you attempt this. And you should have some kind of weight reducing outfit, whether it's graceful, whether it's boots of lightness, spottier or spotted capes, even that barbarian assault gloves, which you should never get, by the way, if you're going to get graceful. So once you have your gear, as well as a few water skins, you want to make your way here and you just want to complete the pyramid. And the reason for that is there is a pyramid top which is made out of gold that you can sell to the archaeologist that's located right by the pyramid for 10k each. And doing the entire pyramid shouldn't take too long. It should take roughly about 2 minutes 30 seconds to complete if you don't fail, maybe a little less. And once you do get it, immediately sell it to the guy, because it weighs a ton. Like, it weighs a lot, and it could really bring you down if you constantly have it in your inventory, and it'll take a toll on your run energy as well. The best part about this method is that you actually get a very decent amount of agility XP per hour. I believe if you're around 70, you can get like 35,000 XP an hour, which is great. So you can do this and train agility at the same time. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you guys do have any kind of suggestions of topics I should do for my next video, I'd really love a comment down below, just so I can get a brief idea as well. And I definitely do want to have this out as some kind of Ironman intro series, just to help those new irons kind of figure out what's a priority and what isn't. Ultimately, you want to play however you want to play, but again, sometimes it's better to do something a specific way just so it could be easier in the future.